This is News Talk 710, KNUS.
All right, let's reset the stage here on the Kelly and Kafer Show today. We have a very special guest from The Guardian, by the way, The Guardian, Paul Lewis. What's this project you're doing?
My mission is to find out whether Colorado really is never Trump land. Your assumption is that Republicans here really do not like the Republican nominee.
I can't wait to see it.
Colorado, famous for its Rocky Mountains, cowboys, and independent politics. For decades, this has been a crucial swing state. In the last 9 presidential races, Colorado voted for 8 candidates who ended up in the White House. But this year, it's looking complicated for Republican Donald Trump.
They're going Democratic. All Colorado's going Democratic.
He's an idiot.
It's actually going very good.
He's going to make America great again.
The better two evils you got to choose.
He's kind of crazy.
I want nothing to do with it.
My first stop is a breakfast for Republican women in the suburbs of Denver to test the loyalty of the conservative grassroots.
We are a united team, a united front in Colorado. We are all Donald Trump. The most important thing in Colorado is to win the Republican ticket from the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom.
How many people here feel 100% unquestionably behind Donald Trump?
Woo! I like what he represents, freedom for the United States of America.
Yeah. Businessman, innovator, someone who's got the guts to stand up and do the right thing for this country.
Colorado Women for Trump isn't part of the local campaign, but nearby I meet someone who is.
I'm Weston Eimer. I'm the co-chair for Jefferson County for the Donald Trump campaign.
How old are you?
I'm 12 and a half.
That's quite young to be co-chair of Donald Trump's campaign in this critical county, isn't it?
Not really. I know what I'm doing. I've been in politics since I was very young, and the people from the Trump campaign, they trust me.
Where are you headed politically?
Well, I'm headed politically to run for the presidency in 2040. That'll be my first eligible year, so I'm ambitious. I had Kyle Clark ask me from 9 News if do you think that's overly what was the word he used? Overly
presumptuous?
Yeah, something like that. And I said, no, I really don't.
In a sentence, sum up why you think he should be president.
If we don't elect him, we're going to have Hillary Rodham Clinton, who is a criminal, in the presidential office. And if that happens, this country will not be here in the next 4 or possibly 8 years if she gets reelected, which she won't. Trump is leading in the polls all over the country, and he's going to win. The polls actually show Trump is neck and neck with Clinton. And like the Democratic nominee, Trump is proving deeply unpopular in Colorado. To find out what that means for other Republicans, I hit the campaign trail with a rising star in state politics. Clarice Navarro is seeking re-election in House District 47. To complicate matters, she's a Hispanic Republican. I speak to lots of Latinos for whom, the Trump candidacy is no joking matter, and it really hurts them with labelling Latinos rapists and criminals and drug dealers. I mean, how does that make you feel?
We have to rise above. We need to stop with the labeling.
But it's insulting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's discriminatory.
It is.
And are you going to vote for Trump?
Absolutely.
How do you reconcile those two things?
He's probably not knowledgeable of the way that he's coming across. I think once you acknowledge the way that you've put something forward, then you go back and you correct it and apologize for that.
Which he hasn't done.
I'm going to say no because I don't know.
No,
I'm State Representative Clarice Navarro.
Well, how are you?
I'm good.
Navarro takes me canvassing around the agricultural town of Pueblo. She seems a popular local politician until we visit an art gallery and face some difficult questions.
Do you have faith in Trump?
I have faith that Donald Trump will make America great again. How about that?
Do you really? Do you really? That's the first time I've heard you. I'm not sure if you're telling the truth. Do you really believe that?
It's a nice slogan, but it means nothing. I believe that Donald Trump has that sense that it's time to make things good.
Have we no standards in this country, really, about who can be a leader? I mean, it's really kind of pathetic. He's a maniac. I think he's a sociopath, and I want nothing to do with it.
He's going to need some work and time and take a lot of thought.
I don't think he has it in him.
Okay. This is my cell phone number, and this is my website, and I'd be more than happy to either come back or visit with you on a different time.
Lewis, do these have Republican written on them? How would people know you're a Republican?
Well, now that you know me, does it matter if I'm a Republican or a Democrat?
No, but I wonder whether the voters may want to know. If they're thinking of voting for you.
So the question I'm asking you, does it matter? After you've spent time with me and you know me and you've got to hear us conversate, does it matter if I'm a Democrat or Republican, or am I representing my district?
It's hardly surprising if Navarro seems awkward. This is a state where as many as 69% of voters have an unfavourable view of the Republican candidate for the White House. But the Republican establishment has a problem with Trump that goes deeper than his electability. At the Republican convention in Cleveland, Colorado's delegation led the failed attempt to block Trump from becoming the nominee.
We're ignoring delegates who have been elected to this convention!
I came to Colorado Springs, one of the most conservative parts of the state, to find out whether those wounds are starting to heal. I've been invited to a fundraising dinner where firearms are auctioned and top Republicans plead for unity.
There's only one choice, and his name is Donald Trump.
We're looking for people who support and can speak for the Republican nominee for the White House, and finding it more difficult than you might expect.
Well, I'm surprised because there's a lot of people in this room that are total, complete Trump supporters. Oh, yeah. Tonight, if you look around this room, you've got several hundred people, and I think you need to get with your camera because I know most of them, and most of them are Trump supporters.
He's an idiot.
He's kind of crazy.
If I have to vote for him, it'll be holding my nose.
Some people may not find him appealing. I think he was somebody that shows a strongman mentality and that can get things done. He's been one of my top 5 when there were 17 candidates. So
it frightens me. So I'm still in decision-making mode, I think.
Has anybody not seen this weapon yet? Would you like to take a look at it, sir?
It's an auction.
We'll get started, sir.
It's never good for a presidential candidate to clash with their party establishment. But in Colorado, what matters most is how independent and swing voters cast their ballot. I'm headed to a bellwether county to find out how voters with no affiliation feel about this election. Trump likes to paint a picture of America in decay, but there's little evidence of that in a place like Jefferson County. Unemployment is low, house prices are up, and thousands of young, upwardly mobile families are moving here to live.
Trump, he reminds me of a Hitler of the modern days. They're going Democratic. All Colorado's going Democratic.
He is a 5-year-old in a grown man's body and really just needs to grow up.
And how would you describe Hillary Clinton?
She is a 7-year-old in a grown woman's body.
Who are you going to vote for in November?
I believe I will for Hillary Clinton, sorry.
Who's Hillary Trump? You've just created like Middle America's nightmare.
Yes, exactly. No, I will vote for Hillary Clinton.
Okay, Hillary Clinton.
It's sad to say, but it's the lesser of both evils. I think maybe she might be able to help out more than maybe what Donald Trump will do to help us get ahead and, live our American dream that everyone wants to live.
The climax of Jefferson County's festivities is the rodeo. This is cowboy country, the kind of place you'd expect a swaggering presidential candidate like Trump to do well. And how do you feel about the presidential election?
I think it's good we have one every 4 years. It's a lesser of two evils. It's not the best one for the job. It's a lesser of two evils.
Everyone keeps saying that phrase to us, lesser of two evils.
you got to pick the better of 2 evils, I think.
What do you think your average cowboy thinks of Hillary Clinton?
Not too much.
What is it about her that you think people don't like so much?
My dad's totally Republican. My mom is Democrat all the way.
And you're in the middle?
Yeah.
And you can't make up your mind?
I can't.
This is going to be a messy election, isn't it?
I think so. We'll see what happens.
Given Colorado's reputation as never Trump land, I was expecting hostility toward the Republican nominee, and it's indisputably the case that he's having problems here. I mean, he doesn't even have the support of the Republican political establishment. But I think what's really surprised me is the animosity people feel toward both candidates. I mean, they don't like Hillary Clinton either. They don't trust her. She might be in the lead here, but this is an election that could turn on a pinhead.